looking like this? Tell me, am I looking like this? No, not at all.
Hey, what's going on, you beautiful people? My name's Tiedie. I hope you guys had a pretty awesome day today. My day's been pretty awesome so far, and I just wanted to sit down today and just record a video. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been like, I don't know, probably a solid week. It's been way longer since I've sat down and done a commentary. This is just going to be more of a chit chat. If you're looking for a tutorial or a speed art or anything, that's not going to be what today's all about. I just haven't sat down and talked to you guys in a while, and that's probably because college has just been crazy busy. I know a lot of people give that excuse, but like the other day, I was up till 7:30 in the morning doing a project and I didn't even get it done. So yeah, it is currently actually 4:30 in the morning, and I'm probably not going to be too loud, so if I'm kind of whispery, kind of ASMR-y, if you're getting that vibe, I kind of think I am right now. I'm not going for that, but I think I'm sort of emitting that vibe. I'm sorry about that. I'm not really trying to do that. But what I want to talk about today is sort of, you know, getting to, I don't know, getting to a place where you're sort of confident with your work. And this isn't going to be a motivational speech by any means. This is sort of like, it's going to be an interesting talk. And I kind of wanted to talk about this. I kind of wanted to talk in general, actually, because another thing that happened in the past week is my roommate actually moved out, which is weird because, I don't know, I just sort of live in this big, like, open room where everything's open, like it's an open kitchen, and then there's just 2 beds and 2 tables and all that. So he moved out. I don't know, when he was here, I didn't want to record any videos, so that's a lot of the reasons that I didn't have a lot of stuff out there. I started to get a bit more comfortable with it simply because he was always on the computer doing his thing, so I didn't really mind too much anyways. But apparently I'm getting a new roommate tomorrow. They're moving in. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl or what they are like or what class they're in. It's also really weird considering it's the last week of class why someone would move in now to an on-campus location, which is weird, but you know, whatever floats your boat, right? So anyways, that's kind of why I haven't really been posting a lot lately. I hope you guys do understand that Christmas break is coming up pretty soon. The Blizzard Art Contest is a thing that I really want to do, so I'll probably do a lot of tutorials and speed arts and stuff like that, revolving around my entry for that and what I'm going to be doing for that, and a lot more stuff to come. More in the middle to late December. It's just right now it's crazy stressful. There's just a ridiculous amount of stuff to do. But like I said, it's going to be a rambly commentary, and what I want to talk about today is sort of getting to where you are and being happy with where you actually are. So what I want to talk about is, you know, in my class right now, in my game development class, there are people who are excelling in a bunch of different areas. You have your traditional art classes, you have your modeling classes, you have your texturing classes, your rendering, your animation. There's all these different classes, right, with people from all these different areas that are specializing in certain things, right? For me, that's modeling. I'm happy with modeling. I'm happy with texturing as well, but mainly modeling. That's my thing. So I think I'm one of the stronger people in the class. I'm very happy with, you know, how much work I've put into that and my projects for that class, and I'm very happy, like I said, with how that's going in general. But then you have things such as traditional art, where there's other people in the class who are just so good at what they do, and I look at my stuff and I'm just like, that is not what I want to be at right now. Like, that is not the stuff that I am very proud to sort of show off. And it's kind of interesting because my parents, both my mother and my father, especially my mother, are very good traditional artists, and they sort of just gave up on that. I feel like I haven't seen them do a lot of it in my lifetime, but I've looked through a lot of their past work, and it is just incredible art, and I don't know why they would stop something like that. It's really good, and I wish they would teach me stuff like that. I wish they would, you know, walk me through how they did what they did, because my stuff is horrible. I've always loved being creative. I've always loved making things. I've always doodled on absolutely everything, but as far as like actual traditional art techniques go, I've pretty much done nothing. I've done absolutely nothing. So we have this sketchbook that we have to fill out, you know, throughout the entire semester, doing things such as eyes and lips and noses and foreshortened positions and facial features and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm looking around, I'm seeing people doing some crazy things in their sketchbooks, and then I look at mine and I'm just like, this is pretty bad. This is kind of bad. I'm not happy with this. This is definitely not my strong suit. But like I said, it's interesting because it's so easy to look at where you are right now and go like, hey, this is really bad, without looking at, you know, where you were maybe a year ago or 2 years ago or something like that. And this is a perfect example because I don't practice this stuff. And of course I'm not going to be progressing because I don't practice this stuff whatsoever. What I did recently, I'd say about a week ago, is I looked through my entire portfolio from start to finish. And the earliest piece in my portfolio is from pretty much exactly 3 years ago. It's probably like 10 days off of 3 years. 10 days shy of 3 years. Sorry, I'm really tired. It's really early, like I said. This is more of like a fun commentary than anything else. But I was looking through everything. My first piece, I'm going to put it on screen right now. I don't know if you remember that. Probably not. It is a horrible, horrible render I did in Cinema 4D. I probably spent the entire day doing that. I remember it was at least like 4 or 5 hours. I was following a tutorial, did all this stuff. I posted on Facebook because I was so proud of it, and now it's something I could probably recreate in like 30 minutes, way better than it already is. So it is nothing that really cool, but I'm so happy with it. Like that is something, like I went out of my way to learn everything, because that's using Photoshop and Cinema 4D. I learned how to render, I learned how to set up lights, I learned how to sculpt, learned how to model, learn textures and all that, all in one day, and it was really cool because that's like the only thing I did that day. And prior to that, I did do some sort of graphic design, but it was very interesting how I went about that. What I did was I would open up Sony Vegas. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It is a video editing software, and I would like import all these different templates and stuff like that, and I would like take screenshots and then add effects over top of them, and that's how I used to do it. That's how I did that, and then I had other people doing my banners, my icons and stuff like that. So it was interesting how I got to that point. But that was like my very first thing. And then you fast forward to 3 years, which is, or 3 years into the future from that point, and then we have this image right here, which is probably the most, I don't know, probably my favorite thing I've ever made. It is like totally usable in a game engine. I can reuse these assets in other projects, unlike the other thing which can't really be used for a game engine, nor is it nearly good enough to be used in graphic design. Like this modern dungeon scene is like one of my favorite things I've ever done, and that's only in 3 years of work. So like I said, with the sketchbook, it's easy to sort of see where you are right now and look back and be like, wow, I haven't done anything, and this is where I am. But then when you do look at something that you have practiced a lot, it's incredible to sort of look back and go like, I put in so much work, I went from that to this, and I am so happy with that, because I put in, I don't know, I'd like to say at least in the past year, like at least 4 hours a day of practice or research. I've put in hundreds and hundreds of dollars into my own like personal, like just over the summer, I've probably spent like $300 on tutorials and lessons and stuff like that, just to teach myself in my spare time after work and stuff like that. Like that's what my money was going towards, that's what my time was going towards, and it is just cool to sort of look back and be like, that's where I was at one point, this is where I'm at now. Because a lot of the time I still get very discouraged when I'm modeling or doing anything in Maya or anything game design related, and be like, wow, I mean, look at these crazy games out there, I will probably never achieve that. But at the same time, it's like in 3 years I went from something I would consider now complete garbage to probably my greatest piece ever. And it's like, I wonder where I'm going to be in 3 years from now. You know, is that going to keep growing exponentially? Is it going to be sort of like an awesome spike because of the college I'm at? You know, just a lot of people, they just sort of look at where they're at right now without sort of realizing, where were they a year ago? Where were they 2 years ago, 3 years ago, anything like that? And I encourage you guys to, I don't know if you guys have journals or portfolios or anything, just sort of look at where you were a couple years ago compared to now. And I'm sure you'll be blown away with how much you've grown and improved on things, and it's just really cool. One of the things I'm very thankful for is that I have actually done YouTube, because I have this library of like the past 5 or 6 years, close to 7 years in the summer of just memories and thoughts and stuff like that. You know, what was I excited about in grade 9? What was I excited about in grade 8? What games was I looking forward to? What was, you know, on my mind 5 years ago? Stuff like that. I can just sort of go and check that out, and it's so cool to be like, that's where I was, this is where I'm at now, this is everything I've learned since then, this is everything that I've improved on since then. And it's interesting because it's way too easy to just get down on yourself and say, I will never get to there. But I swear and I promise to you, if you look at where you were at one point, you can just sort of see that if you continue going with where you're going, you'll get there. I'm someone who truly does believe if you put enough work into something, if you try hard enough, if you practice enough, you will get there. And I'm seeing these results now. It's like, I want to be a game designer. Gaming is my passion. Tonight was actually the Video Game Awards, and I enjoyed that, and it was so inspirational. It's like, I want to do that one day. I want to improve people's lives. I want to make games. I want to do things that are going to make other people happy through my craft. And, you know, to get there, it's a lot of hard work, because this is not a straightforward path by any means, and it's cool to be like, you know, I know that I can get there if I put in the work to do so, because I can see myself progressing. And I encourage you guys, like I said, to sort of look back at your stuff and where were you a couple years ago. Anyways, I really don't want to carry this commentary on way too long, because there's really nothing much for me to say on top of that. But anyways, guys, leave a comment down below. Like I said, I sound really tired. I'm not going for an ASMR vibe by any means, but I just wanted to chat with you guys. It's been a while. I really do owe you guys a video, and if you are looking for tutorials and speed arts, like I said, coming soon. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to those, but I'm probably going to cut this off now. It is about 10 minutes into the video. Like I said, it's roughly 4:30, 4:35, and I should probably go get my sleep, because there was someone moving in tomorrow morning, and I do not want them to think that I am a zombie. So I'm going to be peacing out, guys. Hopefully you guys have a great night, have a great holiday season if I don't talk to you before then, but I have a lot of work to do. I have some sleep to catch, but once again, guys, my name has been Tiedie. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.